Hi there, this is teacher Deborah from Spanish with Deborah, and today you are going to learn how to conjugate the present simple for regular verbs in Spanish. This is very useful because once you learn this, you are going to be able to talk about your day, your daily routine, your habits in Spanish with confidence. And you know that my goal is always help you speak Spanish from day one. So let's dive right in. All right, so the present simple in Spanish is called presente de indicativo. And the first thing we need to know is that in Spanish we have three types of verbs according to their endings. Okay, so we have verbs ending in AR, verbs ending in ER, and verbs ending in IR. This is very important for what's next. Okay, so let's take, for example, the verb hablar for our first group. Then the verb leer for our second group. And finally, the verb vivir for our third group. Hablar, which means to speak. Leer, which means to read. And vivir, which means to live. So now we need the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns in Spanish are yo, I, tú, you, él, he, ella, she, usted, you, in a formal way. Nosotros, we, vosotros, you all, ellos, they, masculine, ellas, they, feminine, and ustedes, you all, formal. Okay, so our first group are the verbs ending in AR, and we chose the verb habla. So what we do now is take the ending of the verb and replace it with the following endings. For yo, hablo. For tú, hablas. For él, ella y usted, habla. Nosotros hablamos. Vosotros habláis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. Okay, so notice that for every personal pronoun, we have a different conjugation. So once we learn this, it's easy to change the rest of the regular verbs ending in AR because we follow the same pattern. So let's take, for example, the verb cantar. We have the same ending, AR, so we replace it with the pattern, okay? Yo canto, tú cantas, él, ella, usted canta, nosotros cantamos, vosotros cantáis, en ellos, ellas, ustedes. Yeah, you got it. Cantan. Now let's learn our second group, which is verbs ending in ER. We have our personal pronouns, and now let's take the verb leer. We replace the ending with the following endings. O, leo, es, les, le, hemos, leemos, eis, leéis, en, leen. Right, so if we take another verb, we follow the same pattern. Let's take, for example, the verb beber, which means to drink. So we do the same. Bebo, bebes, bebe, bebemos, bebéis. Yes, you got it. Beben. All right, now we've come to the end and we're going to learn the last group, which is the verbs ending in IR. We chose the verb vivir. So we do the same. We take the stem for every person and then we add the ending. So, vivo, vives, vive, vivimos, vivís. Okay, so if you notice, the first three conjugations and the last are the same as the verbs ending in ER, which is very helpful because if you learn the verbs ending in ER, then you already have the conjugation for verbs ending in IR, with the exception of nosotros and vosotros. Okay, so now that you have all of the three conjugations, we can test ourselves, right? So let's take three sentences with three different subjects. Yo, tú, and nosotros. I will give you a few seconds to answer for yourself, and then I will give you the answer. All right, so what do you have for the first one? Hablo. Perfect. Yo hablo inglés. How about the second one? Tú. Yes. Lees un libro. How about the last one? Yeah, you got it. Nosotros vivimos en España. All right, that's it for today's lesson. If you want to review the information, you can download the link below, and I'll see you in next class.